Good evening, I'm Scott Thuman. There has been plenty of friction between these two, President Trump and Mayor Bowser, about the federal takeover. One place they do agree, though, the surge of law enforcement in D.C. is cutting down on crime. But this is only supposed to be temporary. For now, Trump has declared it a 30-day emergency. What happens when all of those hundreds of extra officers, investigators, and National Guardsmen leave? Is D.C. ready to hold the line, so to speak, and keep crime in check? 7 News' Carl Willis looking at the future of policing in D.C.
D.C.'s mayor giving credit to the federal surge and the impact that it's had on the district.
And we greatly appreciate the surge of officers that enhance what MPD has been able to do. Including
a dramatic drop in crime. The mayor saying there's been an 87% drop in carjackings compared to the same 20-day period last year.
We think having more stops that got to illegal guns has helped. We think that there's more accountability in the system.
But the mayor also saying,
if there were 500 additional MPD officers, that same activity, arrests, and gun recovery would have likely been made.
That leads to the question of how D.C. can keep up the progress once the federal surge is over. The chairman of the D.C. Police Union agrees that the answer is more officers on the streets, but says there's a clear roadblock.
The reason that we're here is because of bad law that was passed by the city council.
He says D.C. is on pace to lose another 120 officers this year, and getting staffing levels to where they need to be at around 4,000 officers depends on reversing the Police Reform Act of 2020.
We're looking at a number of pieces of legislation to see what should be tweaked or replaced.
The mayor says D.C. will approve a new police contract to retain officers and will look to recruit and keep officers using bonuses. Because as she's noted, having more officers appears to be working. At the same time, she and the police chief say there is a part of the operation that is not.
Having masked ICE agents in the community has not worked.
We know that there is some work for us to do once the surge ends. We need to make sure that we are in our communities again.
Carl Willis, 7 News.
Now, you just heard the chairman of the D.C. Police Union blame what's called the Police Reform Act for the current officer shortage. He says officers are hesitant to join and work in the district because that legislation exposes them to more administrative, civil, and criminal penalties. The act was created in the wake of the 2020 killing of George Floyd in Minneapolis.